Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a f who my opponent is. And I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down to just one of the places.
Takes flight, going down. You'll clear the deck. Deck cleared.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Bagley and Stewart make up the inside pair. Corey Joseph is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Burks in at the small forward position. And for the Knicks, Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. Here we have 2 first-year head coaches, Steve. That being said, how long does it take for teams to learn a new system under these new coaches?
Kevin, is easy. If you have a veteran team, less time. If you have a younger team, it could take some time. You just have to be patient if you have younger guys. Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Cunningham for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the New York Knicks.
You know, back home in Canada, Corey Joseph is captain of his country's national team.
GA, he's the right man for the job. An experienced veteran in the NBA who can be a talented leader out on the floor.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Over in the corner, Randall. A 3-ball. Knicks with a new 14 from downtown. He can't get that one to fall. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bagley with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Burks. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Alec very comfortable shooting from mid-range. That's a shot he can get with his driving ability.
1:16 left to play in the first quarter.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
7-6. Joseph against Rose. Shot by Joseph, no good. Stolen by Joseph. And he drops it in from the low post. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Burks against Barrett. Randall outside. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
Burks for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Rose kicks to Barrett. And there's the pass to Randall. Misses from close range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Cunningham. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
He's the kind of player every team is looking for. Cunningham understands both how to move the ball and how to create for himself.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Knicks trail by 5. And here is Quickly. 2 on the clock. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Detroit up 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
A big round of applause for your Knicks.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
On the court for the Pistons, Olynyk is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. And it's Ivy in at the point.
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got the lead up to 8 now for Detroit.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed. Plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Shot good by Diallo.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Barrett, no good. Pistons leading by 8. Cunningham right side. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Count that bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. To the wing right side. There's Diallo. Another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Quickly. He kicks it to Toppin. Here's Barrett. And he slams it right down on top of Cade Cunningham.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
And so is Detroit, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Alongside Coach Thibodeau. Tibbs, some stuff to clean up. What will the points of emphasis be going into the second half?
better defense. We keep allowing them to get second shots, defensive transition, not challenging their shots properly. So we don't play defense, we can't win.
And we'll see if your guys can stick to the script better in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the New York Knicks. Tight game tonight. You two ever play in a close game? Like maybe a big one that really mattered? Maybe in perhaps, say, 1995?
Well, you know, I don't remember the year any, but I do recall a game in the NBA Finals. I think there was like 7 threes involved, broke an NBA record, something like that. Is that right, Shaq?
Yo, setting me up again. This isn't fair.
I just picked a random year. And now we look back at the first half. Guys, some adjustments needed for the Knicks.
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Up, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything, Ernie. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Derrick Rose is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Brunson. Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching, positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Stewart. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Barrett wide open. He fires. Here's Randall. No good on that one. The Pistons go the other way with it. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Cunningham outside over Robinson. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
And he's a physical 6'8" center for the Pistons, and it's easy, Greg, to see why Isaiah Stewart has drawn comparisons to another great Piston, Ben Wallace.
Always a good thing being compared to a Hall of Famer. And Stewart, not just brawn, he's brains too. Watch his film, takes notes. He wants to be great.
Now here's Rose. It's good. Brunson's got it back down to single digits for New York.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And the dunk by Stewart.
Great move by Isaiah Stewart to find a lane to the rim. So powerful.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. A different look for New York. Toppin, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Evan Fournier comes in for R.J. Barrett. And quickly in for Derrick Rose. And then for Detroit, Noel's checked in for Stewart. Diallo comes in for Burks. And Ivy subbed in for Cade Cunningham.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
Brunson kicks to Toppin. On the wing quickly. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. Quickly's got 5 now.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
42. Pulls up from the corner. Tries again. And no problem from Noel as he finishes at the rim.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Toppin. And it's quickly in the corner. It's Fournier on the wing. Kept alive by New York. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Noel. Brunson, no good. Now Noel. He gets it up. And he drains the three. But let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The previous play is under review.
Check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and look at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We come back right after this.
And your Knicks City Kid.
And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from...
That's too easy down there. Too easy. Keep the ball in front. Down shot. Long rebound. Hard.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Hamidou Diallo is out there with Corey Joseph. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Burks in at the 3 spot. Launches a 3. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Brunson has it in the corner. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And the basket by Olynyk.
I like how Isaiah Stewart found a teammate there. Impressive passing for a big.
Randall against Stewart. Randall passes to Robinson. The slam dunk by Robinson.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
49-39.
He takes it in. Here's Stewart. It's rebounded by New York. 1:46 left in the fourth. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Cade Cunningham's checked in for Detroit.
Cade Cunningham.
Rose with the ball. Passes to Randall. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. Pistons leading by 8. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Tonight is proving why Cunningham was the top pick in the draft. Cade can take over games.
New York, they're working against the clock now. Randall passes to Robinson. And Rose, wide open. He shoots. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Joseph's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pistons.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Now here's Brunson. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good on the triple. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 10.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Cunningham's shot is off.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And so it's Detroit with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Cade Cunningham.
In the same palm of gorgeous, I put this on my lord. My niece was 4 when she